It's not complex. It's not a hack or a trick or a shortcut. All it is making sure that you're doing something, and it can be a really small thing, that you're doing something and making a little bit of progress. This is the Enjoy Life podcast. If you feel overwhelmed or stuck and you want to break free so that you can find your power to take action to achieve your goals and enjoy life, then you're in the right place. Welcome, my friend. I am glad that you're here. My name is Nick Maisie, and it's my desire to be your guide through this material so that you can choose your mindset, goals, and actions so you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go and enjoy it. Now let's dive right in. Hello and welcome to episode 182, Enjoy Life Podcast. As always, I am thrilled that you're here and joining in. As we're getting ready to explore this episode, I just want to remind you that you got to take action. You got to take action in order to achieve goals, to guide your life where you want. You got to do something, which is exactly what we're going to talk about in today's episode. Because far too often, there are too many things to do. There are simply too many distractions going on, and we're always bombarded with more distractions and more information. And when you have too many things to do and too many distractions, and even too far to go until you achieve your goal, see, all that can defeat and overwhelm you. All that does is just defeat and overwhelm you. And defeat and overwhelm, it simply leads to not taking action. And without action, there is no progress. There is no success. And that's not what you want. This whole podcast, it's about choosing your mindset, goals, and actions. And when you choose those things, you have to back it up by doing something. When you choose your actions, you gotta do them. You gotta take action on those actions that you chose. So if there's no success and no progress without action, then what's the solution? Well, I learned this solution from one of my favorite supervisors years back, and he'd been with the company for a long time, and he would always share just wonderful insights in a very, very simple way. And this was his solution to, well, when there's too many things to do, too many changes, too many distractions, and too much stuff that's just stopping and defeating and overwhelm, all that stuff. His one main suggestion in order to make progress, in order to be productive, in order to get things done and achieve goals, his number one main suggestion, and it is so simple, just do something. Just do something. Take action. And that's what he was focused on, because it wasn't about being exactly 100% perfect or right, or there might be a change coming later on, or there might be other things going on and distractions. It didn't really matter to him. What mattered to him was making sure that we were taking action, that we were doing something that was in line with our goals, that was a good idea. It didn't have to be perfect, but it had to be action going forward toward the goal. Whatever that goal was, we had to make sure we were doing something. And it was so profound because in the role that I was in, there was always too many things to do and too many distractions and too much work to get done until achieving the ultimate goal. There were all those things. But his way of not allowing that to overwhelm or defeat us or to stop us was just to make sure that we were taking action. We were doing something going forward in the general direction of the goal we wanted to achieve. That was it. See, you can't do it all. I couldn't have done it all back then when he was telling me just to do something. And he knew that. And you can't do it all. You can't do everything that you want to do, or you can't do all the steps to achieve your goals all in one day. You can't do it all right now. But what you can do is you can do something. I know that just sounds simple and dumb, but there's so much power in it. And that's why over the recent years, I've come up with something that I call the OSTAT technique. It's just OSTAT, OSTAT, one small thing at a time. So you can't do everything, and if you focus on trying to do everything and all the other stuff and junk, it is defeating. It does lead to overwhelm. But if you do one small thing at a time, One small thing at a time. See, that one small thing at a time, it can conquer that overwhelm. It can overcome that defeat. It can make progress. One small thing at a time. There's so much power in that one small thing at a time that a lot of times people discredit it. It's not complex. It's not a hack or a trick or a shortcut. All it is making sure that you're doing something, and it can be a really small thing, that you're doing something and making a little bit of progress. See, too often people discredit the small steps that you take towards your goal because they just want to take those large leaps and make a whole lot of progress at once. Or we got to cut through everything and get it all done. No, the small steps, see, they make a little bit of progress. And you might only make a little bit of progress, but if you make a little bit of progress each day, that progress stacks on each other. And the days are going to pass anyways, and they're going to lead into the weeks and the months and the years. But if you're making that incremental progress along the way during that time, then as that time passes, you're just going to be so much further along than the people that didn't do one small thing at a time because they were waiting for that big leap that they could take. But oftentimes, those big leaps don't happen. But the small steps can make that progress. And before you know it, you're going to be so much further along and you're going to have developed momentum and skills and abilities and resources along the way. And so you might actually be able to take steps a little bit faster or a little bit larger steps because you just started and you kept taking action. You kept doing something. You kept doing the one small thing at a time. And before you know it, you were cruising right along to that goal and achieving the things that you want because you didn't let time pass. You didn't set back. You weren't defeated. You weren't overwhelmed. You were doing something, taking action. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. And that's from John Wooden. And I love it. I say it all the time. People are probably sick of it, but that doesn't matter. See, you can do one small thing at a time. You can do that one little thing. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can't do, and that's all that stuff leads to the overwhelm when you focus on the too many options, too many steps to take, or too much further to go to your goal. All that stuff, that stuff you can't do. You can't control all that stuff, but you can do that one small thing. So don't let all that other junk interfere with you being able to do what you can do right now to make a tiny bit of progress towards your goal. Just make a tiny bit of progress, and then all you have to do is repeat that. And you can keep at it, and you'll make a lot of progress toward that goal and end up achieving it. It doesn't need to be big, or complicated. It can be small and it can be simple. And small and simple can oftentimes be a lot better because you can do something small and you can do something simple and you can make a little bit of progress. And that, my friend, is what I want for your life. I want you to make progress towards your goals by doing what you can do so that you can achieve them and enjoy life. And that's good. So right now, would you go ahead and commit to doing what you can do today to make a little bit of progress towards your goals? Just what you can do today. Just commit to what you can do today to make progress towards your goal. Would you do that? Please commit to that. Because you can do it. Because you are powerful. You can take that next step toward achieving your goals. You can do it. I know you can do it. And it probably will be a challenge, but that's okay because you can do the work to achieve your goals that are important to you. I believe that you are wonderful, you are powerful, you are capable. All you have to do is just take that next small little step and you'll be able to make some progress. Well, that's what I have for today's episode. Thank you for listening and joining in. Make sure that you are taking some steps towards your goals, so that you can guide your life to go where you want and enjoy it. If you are getting any encouragement or value out of these episodes, make sure that you share it. I'm relying on you to help kind of share and champion the message of positivity and encouragement that I have in these episodes. It's for you, but I'm also relying on you to help share that with other people. Because there's other people out there that need just a simple message of encouragement, positivity, so that they can achieve their goals. So take just a minute and share this with one or two people that you know so that they can get the positive encouragement and help that they need so that they can enjoy their life. And, well, you can too. Thank you for listening. Take care. and I can't wait to talk to you again soon.